Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going through all of the top teams for Necrodrakon and we're going to get right into it because there are a lot of teams to show today. So we have a team from No-Athalia, very free to play friendly team, no Celestial Hypogean hero, Hugin in front of Sinbad, Thorin in front of Mikola, Sonya buffing up Mikola and Sinbad. Let's go ahead and take a look at this team. Now, by now, you probably have charms crafted on all of your key Dream Realm heroes. But if you don't already, you should get every single hero using in your Dream Realm team crafted to the elite charms, because the quality bonuses are going to help, and specifically on like your damage dealer like Sinbad here are going to help him a lot. Okay, so this is a interesting team. Of course, Hugin is not a great option, and if you had Reinier at Mythic Plus, it would be better to run Reinier at Mythic Plus rather than Hugin here. But for a free-to-play lineup, I was assuming people would not have Reinier, of course. 27.2 billion, or 27.2 billion damage. Not bad, actually. Rank 18 on my server. And taking a look at the top ranks. So top ranks of today are going to be around 35 billion damage. That is what we're going to be shooting for. But 27 billion, honestly, not bad. Better than expected from a completely free-to-play team, basically. Okay, moving on to the next team, we have a team from Ebzy and Red Note. This is going to be using Reinier to position swap the Sinbad, Kruger for the physical defense debuff, blue turn on the right, and pink turn on the left with the Blade Ring spell. We'll go ahead and watch the run because it looks like we're gonna always die early, and so like these battles are not gonna take as long, and we could probably watch them all out. Otherwise, if they are taking a while, I will just go ahead and skip them in the future. So here, this team, of course, is a big upgrade from the previous team. You have Reinier for his debuff to increase the damage the boss takes. You have the twins as well for their buffs that they provide, the haste buff as well as the stellar bond attack buff to the heroes like Sinbad and Sonya. And there you go. It is going to wipe, but 29.8 billion damage. Not bad at all. Really not a bad score at all. There's going to be a bit of RNG in Necrodrakon about the survival, so whichever team you choose, you'll have to run it multiple times. I may not be able to get the top score potential of these teams on the first run we do. Okay, we have a great team from No-Reinier and Frosty. This is going to be a good budget team, probably the best budget team out there because it's not using Reinier Mythic Plus, but is getting top scores. Pink turn on the right and blue turn on the left. Thorin in front of Sinbad. Sonya buffing up Sinbad and Bonnie with the Blade Ring spell. Now, there is an alternate positioning of this team, having Thorin soul pacting, protecting the Bonnie. That is something you can experiment with, but for the majority of people, this exact formation is going to be the one doing the best, with the Thorin soul pact onto the Sinbad. Let's see what this is capable of. And yeah, this is really showing you that even though Reinier is of course the best hero for this this boss, there is a good alternative with Bonnie here. Bonnie's also really good for Necrodrakon because she can keep jumping around. And you need mobility-based damage deals in this boss. And then the rest of your team, Sinbad, Sonya, Sinbad, whoa, keeps almost dying, but holding on for dear life. And that is going to squeeze out 30.4 billion damage. And there's potential to go even higher than this, but that is a very solid score from a No-Reinier team, and only using the twins as a Celestial Hypogean. Okay, next up we have a team from Frosty. Now, it is reported that this is working for plus 10 exclusive equipment of Sinbad. I don't know if it will work for plus 15 or above. We're going to give it a try. But this is going to be Thorin Soul Pack, the Sonya, blue twin on the right, pink twin on the left, Sonya buffing up Sinbad and the blue twin, and then Reinier in the back with the Blade Ring spell. But of course, again, this is going to be a Reinier team, so this is not going to be a budget like No-Reinier team option. But if you have a plus 10 exclusive equipment of Sinbad, this is a good team to try. It's like one of the top performing No-Harak teams, because Harak is absolutely dominating today, which, I mean, that is to be expected. In Necrodrakon, Harak is perfectly suited for this boss. Okay, so far so good. The whole team is surviving well, but then a massive blow up. Twins and Reinier both go down, but thankfully Sonya and Sinbad are both alive. And look at this. Wow, we're getting a crazy score here. 27 seconds, and that is going to be almost 33.7 billion damage. So even though it says plus 10 Sinbad, is working perfect, is working amazingly with even higher upgrade Sinbad. So basically, I think for this team, you should, if you have a plus 10 or above Sinbad, this is a great team and one of the top performing teams. This might be the overall best No-Harak team available. Okay, now moving on to the Harak teams. Now we have 3 different Harak teams. I'm gonna begin with the No-Athalia teams because of course that's more relatable for people. Now they're basically 2 different positionings. I'm gonna begin with this positioning because for people who have lower level of upgrades like just Supreme Plus, for example, on the heroes, and by no means is Supreme Plus bad. I'm just saying in comparison to Paragon upgrades, it's considered a bit lower tier. But either way, this positioning is working really well for a vast majority of players. Throwing in front of the pink twin in the back, blue twin on the right, Rainier in front of Harak, and then the Bonnie in the upper left corner with the Blade Ring spell. And my viewer Marius, he recommended this team as well because it's the top performing team for him, and he has basically Supreme Plus on all of his key heroes and Mythic Plus on Rainier. So that's where most, I think, people in the player base are going to be standing, and so that's why this is a good team option for them. So Harak is going to devour Bonnie first, and then followed by devouring Rainier. Perfect. And now I think it is just about Harak bursting as much as possible. Thorin is going to keep providing his debuff onto the boss to increase the damage that the boss takes. And also Thorin is just like a meat shield here. So Harak is then going to devour or try to devour the Thorin, but of course it is not going to work because Thorin just basically cannot be devoured because he resurrects himself. So it doesn't count as like a kill for the Harak. Anyway, 9 seconds left. We're going to get not amazing on our first run, 32.4 billion damage, but for example, lower level of upgrade players, they're getting up to almost 34 billion damage with this team lineup. And also there's going to be some RNG to it as well. Basically, this is a great team lineup to try. It is capable of getting top scores, and for you it may be the best positioning. However, there is an alternate positioning which is getting the overall top scores for the maxed out accounts today, so we're going to give that one a try. Thorin in front of the pink twin in the back, and then blue twin on the left, Rainier in front of the Harak, and Bonnie up in the upper left with the Blade Ring spell. Now the reason why I think this is actually doing the best is look at the devour order. You're going to get the Bonnie devoured, then the Rainier devoured, then the twins devoured, and then finally Thorin. And that is important if you want to ramp up your Harak as much as possible, because Harak needs to devour 3 killable units to maximize his attack power. In the previous formation, he stopped short because he devoured 2 and then he tried to devour Thorin, but that does not count as an actual kill. Unless somehow Thorin is on his final life. So now Harak has his maximum stacks. He got 3 kills, Thorin is still alive, and now it's just about Harak bursting as much as possible, and I think we're probably going to get a new record. Oh wow, oh, he even gets a kill, I believe, onto the Thorin, because Thorin had already taken 2 deaths, so then that's going to be a kill from Harak onto the Thorin. 10 seconds left. We're going to get a new record with this, but the question is by how much? There we go, beautiful. So 34.4 billion damage. This did better for me on my first run, but again, it could be due to the Paragon upgrades. So okay, now we're gonna do the overall, maybe the overall top team of today, but definitely the most pay-to-win team of today, using 4 Celestial Hypogeans. This is from Sayanska and Easy Breezy. Rainier in front of the Harak, blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Sonya buffing up Harak, and Athalia with the Blade Ring spell. As for the top score potential of this team has hit up to 35, a bit over 35 billion damage. However, Frosty teams have also hit around 35 billion damage. So all of them are very close, very neck and neck. By no means is Athalia a must-have or anything for Necrodrakon. It's actually just down to your RNG, whether the No-Athalia team or the Athalia team is going to do better. However, in the past for me, Athalia always has been doing the best, so I want to see what happens here. We had a good survival of the team for most of the fight. 40 seconds left. Now it just comes down to Harak and Athalia surviving for as long as possible and dealing as much damage. I believe in my previous week, I did get the top score with this Harak Athalia team. So maybe this week as well we're going to get a top score. We need to beat 34.4 billion damage. 7 seconds left. We're up to 33 billion damage. Harak has survived the whole fight. 3 seconds left. Very close, 34.1 billion damage, and it will now just come down to, can you hit the RNG with these teams? Because we have the maxed out charms on everyone. Oh guys, we got something. We got 35 billion damage with the Athalia and Harak team. That is crazy. Yeah, so there's RNG. However, I'm going to show you my recap of my results. Basically, 35 billion damage, highest score with the Athalia team. Compared to that, the Frosty low version, for me, just wasn't working out very well. but 33.2 billion was the highest I got from that. And then the regular Frosty team, 34.5, 34.5. I was getting 34.5 multiple times with the regular sort of Frosty team formation, which is going to be this one. But this is for higher level upgraded accounts, really Paragon upgraded accounts. Otherwise, generally for the under upgraded players, it is going to be this version of Frosty, which is going to be better for like Supreme Plus and around about that level. But definitely for me, and I think generally speaking, this Athalia team is probably the #1 team. 35 billion damage. That is insane. But it is also RNG dependent. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Good luck getting a top score today. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.